Hello everyone, Olusina here again and nice to have you back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, I talk about music on this channel. I do album reviews, music reviews. So if you like those kind of content, please make sure to subscribe. Check out my other videos as well, and if you find this video interesting, please smash the like icon and feel free to share the video as well. So this is going to be a quick one, just talking about what I think about Burna Boy and Wizkid's Grammy win from last week's Grammy, what I think it means, and then before we get ahead of ourselves, what it doesn't mean as well. Last week was a good day for African music, for Nigerian music, for Afrobeats generally. We had two Grammy Award winners. Burna Boy won Best Global Music Award. Wizkid won Best Video with Beyonce for Brown Skin Girl video, and Burna Boy for his Twice as Tall album. That was his second nomination anyway. Before last year's Grammy, the Grammy faced a lot of criticism in terms of not being inclusive, not supporting black music, racism and all of that. That led to a lot of changes, and a lot of changes in the names, in the setup, the names of each of the categories. Some categories were split, some were merged. If you look at the winners and the performers, look at even Trevor Noah hosting the show, look at the performances on, the main performances on that day, you could see a lot more inclusiveness. And I think that also translated into, the awards that were received. Now, this is not to talk about the Grammys anyway. This is to talk about what it means for the Nigerian music scene and for African music as a whole, and what it doesn't mean. I think that's also important as well before we get too ahead of ourselves. Now, what does it mean? Number one, it means globalization of the sound. Now, this is not going to be the first time African sound is globalized. It is just going to further that effect. Now, you would have people who have never heard the name Burna Boy or Wizkid, or who have not even listened to any African music in their lives. They are going to, from that Grammy Award, seeing Burna Boy and Wizkid win, seeing Burna Boy's performance from the premiere show, and go to listen to Burna Boy. Oh, this guy sounds nice. Oh, or what else does he have in stock? And that's going to further the globalization that African popular music has witnessed. And also, this is going to be some sort of motivation for every other artist. The fact that Burna Boy has done it, Wizkid has done it, I can do it as well. And I spoke a lot about Burna Boy's story, the fact that he's been making good music right from his start, right from the Life album, the Living an Impact for Eternity album. And it's not a surprise that these awards is coming in, they're just trickling in their numbers. It seems like there's no end to this soon. It's going to be a motivation for not even only the younger artists, but then those that have the names in the industry to keep up the hard work, to keep up the good work, because there's more spotlight on the African music scene now. What does this not mean? Now, this does not mean validation. There's a risk of wanting to think and wanting to, be all caught up in the frenzy of these two artists winning the Grammys, and thinking, oh, if you have not gotten to that point, you can't be termed a successful artist, or your sound is not valid. We need to know that these artists have been churning out good music. Likes of Two-Face, The Bunch, even Nines, who said he was going to bring us Grammys, but they didn't bring it. I mean, look at those sounds that those guys have been turning out. Those guys were turning out, at their prime. Look at what others are doing, the likes of Olamide, the likes of Davido. We must not attach greatness or validity of your sound to winning these awards, to winning these Grammys. And I think that's something important that we need to address as well. And finally, this doesn't mean anything for Nigeria. If anything, it even beams more light on a lot of the wrongdoings that's going on. Because if you look at Burna Boy's music, it gets very political at times on his sound, on his album. So I don't think we should get into that frenzy of, oh, it's going to help Nigeria, and politicians trying to claim, our politicians can be very funny, and they will tell you it's during Buhari's time that Burna Boy and Wizkid won Grammy, and so Buhari has performed, and that's why APC or PDP or whoever is there deserve re-election. I'm sure someone is going to come up with that stupid idea. But anyway, so it's a good thing that Burna Boy and Wizkid, are leading the way. It means globalization for our music. It means more awareness. It means, you know, motivation for the guys that are coming up in the industry and even those that are there. But it doesn't mean validation, it doesn't mean greatness, and it means nothing for Nigeria as a whole. Alright guys, thanks for watching that short video. Let me know what you think about this topic. What does the Grammy mean and what it doesn't mean for Burna Boy and Wizkid and for the Nigerian space as a whole. Till I see you in the next video, this is your boy Olusina signing out. Thanks for watching, and as I always say, enjoy life, have fun, love.